Well, their defense hasn't been stellar in that month of February, so that's something they're going to have to work on.
Especially if they want to make the playoffs. Jones finds a cutting Herder. He's looking for Collins or Phillips. Julian to Zach. Late in the clock. Got it to go. Do you have any trash talk tonight ready? He goes, absolutely. He's had the better of the matchup as we showed you. Here's Bull. Knocks down a smooth-looking jumper.
I'm telling you, he has the privilege of working with Kevin Durant every single day.
He won't go for Phillips.
Who is that? You know, a Hall of Fame guy. You get a chance to work with him on your moves.
Beal lost it. Bang it into Phillips. Trey Jones the other way. Lays it in.
Good defense.
Trade acquired at the trade deadline from San Antonio. Tyus Jones signed a free agent deal with Phoenix this year. There's Beal with the jumper. Billy Donovan's former player at Florida. White trying to rip through against Beal. Counted and a foul.
Good job by Kobe White,
who did not score in the first quarter, but did have 5 as their biggest lead.
Well, and that's what everybody has to do. When your offense is not going, what can you do to help your team? Oh, there's Julian Phillips.
Fun for Mason Plumlee. Big body going inside, and Phillips tried to stand the...
Got it.
Yeah, I think that foot was on the line regardless. But man, that Terry, the Arizona native, is on the floor facing the Phoenix Suns. Trey against Tyus, over Plumlee, rebounded by Mason. Yeah, here comes Beal. Collins never really gave that much resistance. Nobody. Jones gets it to Julian, working on Bol, and he got rejected by Bol.
That looked like his daddy.
Manute, one of the great shot blockers in his time. Beal sinks it.
That's an 8-0 run by Phoenix.
In February because of those moves.
There wasn't nothing he did. It just they got new guys and they brought him in.
Giddey to Terry. In and out. Collins is there for the offensive rebound. And a reset. Giddey working on the smaller Tyus Jones. But he's 6'8". Tyus is only 6'1". Now had Giddey guarding Durant and fires and hits. One of the great nicknames for one of the great players in the history of the game. Just went to his 15th All-Star. Nice finish by Dick. O'Neal, the kick out. Durant in the post against Giddey. Tough assignment for Josh. For anybody. Wow. He had 2 hands and still just made it look easy.
Well, you can't double him because they got shooters surrounding him, so it makes it tough to try to double.
Suns are perfect offensively here in the second. Terry leaves it for Collins. Goes to work on the smaller Beal, and goaltend against Bull. Repost. A little out high this time. Now Durant works back. Phillips knocked it away.
Good defense.
Giddey sets it up for Dalen Terry.
Oh, Dalen Terry, good job. Way to run the floor. And a good find by Josh Giddey. Run out. Right now, 5 turnovers. Bulls have 10 points off those turnovers.
Nice slip through by watches Beal here. Trying to stay engaged defensively. Tyus Jones with the runner and draws a Terry foul.
Extra. We don't turn them down but our collars. I was like, oh, Lord.
You know, look around and see where it's coming from.
Oh, my goodness. Man, everywhere.
Ball finds Buzelis, who shot fakes on Durant, kicks it back to Lonzo for 3.
Good extra pass. Good job. That patience on offense.
14 assists on 19 buckets for the Bulls, and still only 1 turnover. They didn't have a turnover in the first quarter. That was just their 6th turnoverless quarter of the year. Here is Richards gliding in, and he scoops it home. First missed shot of the quarter for Phoenix after they'd made their first 9. Here is Richards on the baseline. Nice. Know what coffee you want from Dunkin'. I'm going to make sure to toss some vanilla in there. Buzelis a 3.
Boogie got himself squared up.
For on the 6'11" Durant. Giddey bumped, flips it, foul. 2 shots. You can join us for a Los Bulls watch party at Fat Poor.
Sure, Fat Poor. Sure.
General.
No.
You ain't. First of all, we know you ain't skipping the Miami trip, bro. Ain't no Miami, bro.
If it was Toronto, maybe. Detroit, maybe. It was pneumonia. I'm going to Miami, baby.
Durant's got 11. Giddey for three.
There you go, Josh Giddey.
Durant on the kick out. Booker trying to carve up space. Durant steps behind the line. Buzelis jumps out and in. Right back to Booker, who hits the three. Trying to guard wide receivers down the.
He's long too.
He's one of their, actually is their team leader in shot blocks this year is Durant with 58. Bulls have not trailed in this game though. Phoenix right back in it though. They have cut the lead down to 4.
I can guard anybody.
21 bench points so far for the Bulls. Vucevic misfires on a 3 as the Bulls have their starting 5 back in. So do the Suns. Buzelis watching Durant. The screen by Richards. Buzelis trying to recover. Vucevic comes over for help, and it doesn't. Richards the high pick. Buzelis trying to stick with him. Fighting through it.
See?
Now Richards though dives, and Vucevic.
That is a top zone. That is going to kill the Bulls. He's got to come up, and he's got to at least give some resistance. And they're going to keep running it.
Yep.
That's the second time in a row they ran it.
They've come back to tie and have the Suns, and now they look for their first lead of the game. Here comes Beal. Booker bumped by Giddey, flips it, scores it. Phoenix has the lead and a foul.
This is what you didn't want if you're Billy Donovan. Them to get on one of these
One three-point shooting in Phoenix Suns history. This is year number 50.
He scored a lot of points, and he's still got a long way to go in his career.
Long way to
I
go.
would not be surprised if he's not one of the top scorers. When he said none.
That guy's got, top 15, top 10.
And he's pretty durable.
He's been dealing with some injuries this year. He had a back contusion for the All-Star break, but for the most part, he's out there. This is his 50th start. He's only missed 6 games. Beal short, tipped, Giddey. Vucevic. Rebound Durant. Bulls are 9 for 25, right around league average in percentage from three-point range. Suns are below average. They're 5 for 15. Durant slips it into Allen. Bounce for Richards. Loose ball to Giddey. An 8-second different shot in game clock. What a pass by Ball to White.
I'll tell you what, Lonzo Ball's vision is incredible. I mean, he doesn't waste any motion. That ball is going right there, and all but catching and go up with it.
Durant just walked by his old coach Billy Donovan. Of course, they were together in Oklahoma City. Booker taking it down, taking the clock down, and a foul. Bulls did not have a foul to give.
Pass. He didn't throw a direct pass in the air here, which would have been tipped or stole.
2 or 3 steps ahead. 2 or 3 steps ahead of everybody else.
His basketball.
40-point quarter for Phoenix. Giddey gets it off, but too strong.
A little bit too hard.
Little too long before he